So the Battlefield 6 Season 3 trailer just went live, and honestly, it's a lot to process. We're getting a deep dive into a ton of new content, including footage of the upcoming maps and some pretty significant gameplay overhauls. Even though the trailer is only about 90 seconds long, it manages to pack in a ton of details. Here's the breakdown of everything we saw. So the main headline for Season 3 is definitely the two new maps, Railway to Golmud and Cairo Bazaar. While we've already seen snippets of Railway to Golmud, the cinematic gameplay here looks absolutely incredible. The destruction seems much more reactive than what we've seen previously. DICE also confirmed in a blog post that the train on Golmud is getting a massive mechanical change. When you capture the objective, the train actually starts moving towards the enemy base. This actually makes things quite interesting, and it's a huge shift. It keeps that point active and prevents one team from just parking on it for an easy win. It's cool to see DICE experimenting with things like this. Moving on to Cairo Bazaar, this reimagining of Battlefield 3's Grand Bazaar, one of my favorite maps from back in Battlefield 3, shows off building facades getting completely leveled. One specific shot of a tank blasting through an archway was a real highlight. Moving on to new hardware and cosmetics, we're getting 4 new weapons. We're getting the L115, one of my favorite snipers from back in Battlefield 3. It's a heavy-hitting bolt-action sniper. We're getting the M16A4, again one of the classics from Battlefield 3, one of my favorite assault rifles. And we're getting the RPK-74M, a rugged LMG. This was also one of my favorites from back in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And we're getting a submachine gun, which is the PP-19, which is a high-capacity SMG favorite. And we also saw several faces from single-player campaign appearing as class customization options. Now I know most of us have already forgotten the campaign, but more variety in character looks is never a bad thing, There's also been some chatter around the hooded characters and more tactical cosmetics looking a bit too much like Call of Duty. The Battlefield community is usually pretty quick to call DICE out when they see the game straying too far from the traditional military vibes. So it'll be interesting to see how the final skins land. Now moving over to game modes, we have the official return of Obliteration. The fan favorite mode Obliteration is officially back. It's the chaotic mix of Rush and CTF, where both teams fight over a single bomb to blow up enemy MCOMs. If you loved it in Battlefield 4, it looks just as intense here. Moving over to gameplay changes, DICE is making some fundamental changes to how armor works. They're simplifying damage calculations. Instead of worrying about precise impact angles for RPGs, hits feel more consistent now. Anti-vehicle gadgets that used to 2-hit a tank will now likely take 3 hits. Vehicle repair is now front-loaded. You recover HP quickly at first, but it slows down as you get closer to 100. Plus, they're removing health brackets, so auto-regen can finally take you back to full health. Also, turret rotation is faster, and pilots get new UI indicators to help identify incoming missile threats. One interesting takeaway is the smaller but faster approach. Seasons 3 and 4 are shorter, about 2 months each, but will drop 2 maps apiece. This works out to roughly 1 map per month. While some miss the big drop feel of larger seasons, where you can jump between 4 new maps at once, the metrics clearly suggest that a steady stream of content keeps the player base from burning out on one map. It's an aggressive schedule, but if it keeps the game fresh, I'm in for it. So between the music, the editing, and the return of some iconic locations, this trailer absolutely slaps. It really captures that classic Battlefield glory and chaos. What are you most hyped for? The moving train or the return of Obliteration? Let me know, and once you're done here, go check out my other videos. The origins of some of those titles will definitely surprise you. Thanks for watching again, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Come back to life, I'm still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on.